Hi everyone, how are you doing today? So fantastic. Great to have you guys. So today we are the one of the very important committees of SP Jain, students-led committee we call it, the academic committee, the committee that oversees the entire academic matters from the students' perspective. So I believe Sai, you happen to be one of the very good contributors to the committee. So can you just let us know exactly what is this committee all about and why we need to have it?
So the academic committee basically acts like a bridge between the faculty and the students. We collect all the grievances from students and then pass it on to the faculty so they are addressed in a timely manner.
Wonderful. Great. I think, Aaryan, you had a good stint of being an active member of this committee. So taking the cue from what he has said, how this process actually runs, is it something regular or does it happen once in a while? And give us one or two major elements that get discussed in this particular meeting and who are there in the meeting.
So basically, this meeting takes place every 15 days with the dean and the assistant dean based on their availability. All four academic team members are there. The program office is there. The dean is there, and the assistant dean is there. And we discuss all the major issues that students are facing with regards to academics, with regards to the with regards to the teaching that's going on, and if there are any issues that they are facing. So we put them across to the dean and the assistant dean, and if any student has certain expectations of what more can this course give us, so we address those two in the meeting, and we communicate the same to the students. As I said, that we act as a bridge. So it's
So basically you have a very strong role to play. On one side, you have to manage the students' expectation. At the same time, a very critical element, you have to take it to the professor. Not always very approachable at every time, but you have to make sure that your voice is being heard. So it's like students speak and you become the voice of the student, right? Dixita, you have also been a very active member, I have been told, on this academic committee, and thank you for being with us. Dixita, taking what Aaryan has said, let's understand. There might be instances where Acad Com has put across certain things in the context of matters. Has there been any such situation where it has been really challenging in terms of bringing those on the board or meeting expectation? Or can you recall of any incident where you have really played a role and students appreciated the way we have acted as a committee member on what they have told you?
So there was a time wherein we needed a workshop on fixed income. We put in that request on the meeting, and within 15 days a faculty was arranged, and we had a 1 month workshop which happened once a week, wherein we learned about different types of bonds and how they work, the proportion or the relationship between the yield and the maturity, and that's how the whole thing was played.
Wonderful. So just to put it in perspective, so workshop is something which is beyond the regular class teachings.
Yeah.
And you felt that there needs a supplement to be added to the regular teaching of the course. So that's where you requested for somebody to come in, and the college was able to arrange somebody and then take the workshop, which benefited the student. One more question to you. Did the student reward you for this initiative that you have taken?
Yeah, it was really appreciated from everyone, and we already have next workshop planned for the next month, and that's how it happened.
That's wonderful. Priyansh, coming to you. It's always a handicap to be the last person to speak when everybody has spoken all points. I can understand, but I think you can manage. Priyansh, thank you so much for being here in spite of you not keeping well today. Priyansh, I would like to know, as a committee member, I mean, every one of you has very divergent perspective. How do you keep yourself together as a unit in terms of coordination and making sure that you maintain a voice of the students?
So what we basically do is that we usually meet before the meeting that is going to happen.
Wonderful.
what we do is that we discuss that what are the points that we have got from student. Like if some student is complaining about something in the course or something else with academic issue, so we discuss beforehand before going to the meeting, and then we sort out that these are the things that we should be pointing towards and getting the resolution of. So that's how we coordinate among ourselves. And then there's always you and Saurabh sir, who are always there to help us in every matter that we put across. So
Wonderful. So what I understand is there is a proper homework which has been done. It's not something ad hoc. There is a homework of listening, getting the feedback from the students, making sure that these are being passed on to the management, and then acting upon them and closing that feedback loop. So that at the end of the day, the very purpose for this committee, which is being a representative of academic matters from the student's perspective, is fulfilled. Yes, right? That's wonderful. Let's quickly start, Dixita, with you this time. You are in term 2 now, and the load of academics is very high. There's no doubt about it. It's a tremendous load, and the subjects are also very technical. Do you see any change in the way by way your role is in this committee in this particular term?
Firstly, the planner has been designed in such a way that even though the pressure is a lot, we are at ease because we are approaching one subject at a time. So every 15 days when we have a meeting, we discuss among ourselves if there's any problem or any academic challenge we are facing, and instantly that is being addressed. So right now we all are at a very ease, because first of all the approach has been very simple and easy, and also the matters have been resolved very quickly.
Okay, so that's very good. I think I'll come to Aaryan here. Thank you so much, Dixita. It means a lot. Aaryan, taking cue from what Dixita has said about the challenges, I think we are in term 2, and she spoke about the load and the planner. I think one important element is exams. Scheduling the exam in a very tightly knit program like ours is not challenging because time is short, and at the same time, every day there is something or the other than your academic goes on. A guest session goes on, some industry kind of person comes in, the workshops coming in. Is there any way by which you are being consulted while preparing the exam schedule? Is there any way by which the program office consults with you in designing that exam schedule so that the exam becomes more comforting in terms of preparation and writing? Is there any involvement where the academic committee members plays a role?
So definitely, so academic committee plays a very integral part in terms of our exam planning. So anytime like before we have a written exam or something that's coming a few weeks before the exam, the program office, the academic committee, along with the deans based on their availability, we sit together and we discuss upon a particular plan in which the assessments can be carried out. And we carry out assessments in such a way that they happen either on alternate days or they happen in one after the other based on how the students are placed and how they are and how they feel about the subject. So we basically talk to them and we get a feedback on them. We do a voting mechanism with them, and based on the votes that we collect, we accordingly decide upon the particular dates for the exam, and we ensure that even before the exam, if any student has any difficulties with any subjects, they are connected to the concerned faculty, and there are extra lectures that takes place. So before any exams, we make sure that all students are fully ready for the exam. It's done based on their understanding and their need, and they don't feel any such kind of pressure when they're giving an exam.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. Sai, you all are representing a cohort, a batch. And one of the very important elements to be a leader is to ensure that the trust element is maintained. And without that element of trust from the students, your role is very diluted. How do you maintain transparency in terms of communication with I won't say your friends, but those who are representing the rest of the cohort.
So there is a very important fact that is often overlooked here. It is something that we cannot always have favorable answers from the faculty, because sometimes obviously things don't, because a problem for one may not be a problem for everyone. Yeah, but we do have to consider that as a problem. So what we basically do is that we go to the student, we try to get the problem, like we ask them to articulate it well, and then we take the problem to the faculty. And then once we have a word with the faculty, we get back with the student for the best possible thing that can be done for that particular student. But if there are a lot of students with the same query, we then escalate it a bit further. We also involve other concerned authorities to the matter to quickly solve the issue.
Wonderful. Priyansh, we have spoken everything about what an Acad Com does, the challenges and the roles. If I may ask you, as a member of Acad Com, it's a leadership role. Has being a member of Acad Com shaped in any way the person you are as compared to the person you were?
Definitely it has. Like, it has made me develop empathy towards students. Like, what are the challenges that they are facing? I do usually put myself in their shoe and think that how they are facing those challenges, and if I am not facing that challenge, that how in the best way manner those could be addressed in order to put forward. And another thing that, as you already spoke, that it helps in developing that leadership role. It makes us accountable for the student, for a cohort of 30 plus students. It makes us accountable and makes us be their representative, and it enables them to put their trust on us, that we are the ones who will always be there in order for any academic concern that they have or that they develop. And we make sure that we never break this trust, and we work upon it throughout.
I would also like to add something, Priyansh, to what you just said. Like, as an individual, like being part of this academic committee, we all have developed a sense of responsibility towards this course, towards the learning, towards our future goals and aspirations that we need to do. So we have been like all four of us, we always make sure that our learning is not compromised. We are learning what we deserve to learn, what will help us in the future, and we are always aiming to get the best source of learning and the best out of this college that they're providing and the course.
Sai, would you like to add on something? Last line maybe from you before.
Another point I think Priyansh missed when we were talking about how do you handle grievances. So it also is not necessary that even the academic committee is always on the same page. We can sometimes have different opinions regarding matters. So to deal with that, what we do is we keep aside our personal feelings, and we always tend to focus on what is the best thing for our students, our course mates, and that is how we act on the decision.
Wonderful. Final thoughts.
Yeah, more than anything, I think we all have learned how to become team players, and rather than just focusing on ourselves, we carry each of us together. We try to cover the slack for others, and overall we try to be like a whole group rather than just acting as an individuals over here.
Wonderful, Dixita. I think you summed up pretty well. I would really like to thank all of you for giving time and also being very active volunteer members for one of the most important committees, which is the Acad Com. Thank you, Priyansh. Thank you, Dixita. Thank you, Aaryan, and thank you, Sai. You have been amazing, and continue the good work that you're doing. Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much.